Deep in the open ocean, enormous figures hung vertically in the water, completely still, like ancient stone pillars. These are sperm whales, Earth's largest living predators, and right now they are simply asleep, drifting in silence. Most people assume the biggest whale must be the most dangerous creature in the sea, but that is wrong. Blue whales hold the size record, yet they are peaceful filter feeders that threaten absolutely nothing in the ocean. Sperm whales are smaller than blue whales, but every creature in the ocean knows to fear them deeply. Even orcas, the so-called killer whales, will rarely challenge a fully grown adult sperm whale head-on. To understand why sperm whales rule the ocean, we must first appreciate their sheer physical scale and power. A mature male can stretch 60 feet long and weigh over 50 tons, roughly equal to 30 automobiles combined. That mass alone makes them intimidating, but raw size is not what makes sperm whales truly exceptional among predators. Inside their enormous skulls sits the largest brain ever known in any animal throughout the entire history of life. Their brain is 5 times bigger than a human brain, and science still cannot fully map its capabilities. One thing is certain though, sperm whales do not wander the seas aimlessly, like mindless drifting giants at all. They are intelligent, calculating, and equipped with abilities no other ocean predator on this planet can match. These qualities form the foundation of their 20-million-year reign over the deep ocean world beneath the waves. People often picture whales as slow, gentle giants, which fits blue whales and humpbacks, but completely misrepresents sperm whales. Sperm whales are active, tactical hunters, capable of bursting through the water at nearly 20 miles per hour. Imagine 50 tons of muscle and bone hurtling at that speed. The resulting impact force is absolutely devastating. Their diet is not limited to one prey type either. They are strategic opportunists who devour anything worth pursuing. They are famous for battling giant squid, but sharks and large deep-sea fish also become their regular meals. To reach the giant squid hiding far below, sperm whales rely on a truly physics-defying ability: extreme deep diving. Most marine mammals are confined to the sunlit zone just a few hundred feet below the ocean surface. Blue whales, despite their colossal size, can only dive to roughly 1,600 feet before pressure becomes fatal. Sperm whales shatter that boundary entirely, regularly, plunging past 3,000 feet into the questioned dark abyss below. At their maximum depth of 10,000 feet, water pressure reaches 3,000 pounds per square inch. For almost every other living creature on Earth, that kind of pressure would mean instant and certain death. How sperm whales survive this is nothing short of a biological miracle that defies our understanding of mammalian limits. Unlike other mammals with rigid chest structures, sperm whales possess highly elastic chest cavities that compress under pressure. Their lungs flatten naturally at great depth, preventing the catastrophic rupture that would kill any other air-breathing creature. They do not even rely on their lungs for oxygen storage, instead, locking oxygen inside their blood and muscles. Massive amounts of myoglobin protein bind oxygen tightly within muscle fibers, creating a built-in biological oxygen tank. This allows them to shut down breathing entirely and cruise the abyss in low-power mode for over 90 minutes. For sperm whales, plunging into the deepest abyss is not a gamble, but a routine trip to their private feast. Down there awaits an enormous energy source no other predator can access: cephalopods, especially the legendary giant squid. But in the pitch-black deep ocean, where no sunlight reaches, eyes are completely useless for finding hidden prey. So sperm whales evolved their massive heads into the most powerful biological sonar system ever known on Earth. Their skulls contain a huge spermaceti organ filled with thousands of gallons of specialized acoustic oil inside. This organ takes up nearly 1/3 of the whale's entire body, a biological weapon of extraordinary engineering precision. When hunting, sperm whales produce clicking sounds that reach an almost unbelievable 230 decibels of intensity. A jet engine at takeoff produces only 150 decibels, and 180 decibels ruptures human eardrums instantly. At 230 decibels, the acoustic force could literally crush a human body, the loudest sound any creature produces. These powerful sound waves travel through water, like invisible searchlights, bouncing off everything in their path below. When the echoes return, They paint a precise three-dimensional map, revealing every hidden prey's exact position and size. No matter how perfectly a squid camouflages itself or freezes motionless, the sonar exposes it like neon lights. Even more terrifying, sperm whales can focus this sound beam into a concentrated weapon to stun their prey. They narrow the acoustic pulse and blast their target with enough energy to knock a giant squid completely unconscious. Scientists call visibility a biological electromagnetic cannon, using raw sound as bullets fired through the pitch-black ocean. Yet even with this devastating sonar weapon, the deep-sea hunt is far from a one-sided crushing victory every time. Hidden beneath the waves is a savage life-or-death struggle between two of the ocean's most formidable deep-sea titans. Giant squid and colossal squid are not helpless victims. They are terrifying predators in their own ancient right. These cephalopods can reach 40 feet in length, armed with thick muscular tentacles covered in rotating razor-sharp hooks. Along their sucker edges sit rows of dense horny teeth that embed deep into flesh and absolutely refuse to release. Once these tentacles wrap around any prey, the hooks dig in tight, making escape virtually impossible for the victim. No human has ever witnessed this deep-sea battle firsthand. The battlefield lies miles beneath the surface in total darkness. Down there exists only freezing cold, crushing pressure strong enough to flatten steel, and absolute unbroken pitch-black silence. But the sperm whale's own body serves as the most vivid living record of this ancient and brutal deep-sea war. Almost every adult sperm whale carries dense circular scars across its head, back, and fins from countless battles fought. These round marks come from squid suckers, desperately calling and pulling at the whale's skin during violent deep-sea combat. Some wounds cut several centimeters deep with torn, ragged edges, ripped open by the colossal squid's savage hooked tentacles. A few whales even bear incomplete scars circling their eyes, evidence of squid targeting their most vulnerable weak points. Every single scar inscribed on their skin tells the story of a desperate life or death, battle fought in darkness. Despite the squid's ferocious resistance, the final outcome of this deep-sea contest is almost always already decided beforehand. The squid's chance of survival is less than 1%. The sperm whale's sheer mass and armor are simply overwhelming. Sperm whale skin can be up to 10 centimeters thick, forming the toughest natural armor against hooks and sucker teeth. Even when hooks scratch the surface and blood seeps out, these are merely superficial wounds that barely slow the whale. During combat, the whale bombards the squid with relentless high-frequency sonar blasts, disrupting its ability to coordinate counterattacks. Then the whale charges forward using its enormous momentum, slamming its massive head directly into the squid's soft body. The collision shakes the squid's internal organs violently, leaving it stunned and barely able to mount any further struggle. The whale then opens its huge jaw lined with sharp conical teeth and bites savagely into the squid's tangled tentacles. Even if the squid wraps every tentacle around the whale's head and chokes its blowhole, the thick armor holds firm. Eventually, the squid's grip weakens. Its tentacles are brutally torn away, one by one, and swallowed into the abyss. Scientists once found over 18,000 squid beaks piled inside a single old sperm whale's stomach after it died. These beaks are the only squid body parts that cannot be digested, forming a silent graveyard inside the predator. The legendary Kraken that terrified sailors for centuries was likely born from witnessing these epic deep-sea battles from above. Fragments of torn tentacles and clouds of blood rising to the surface fueled centuries of monstrous Kraken mythology worldwide. But sperm whale dominance extends far beyond individual combat strength into something even more impressive: collective group intelligence. While deep-sea hunting is a solitary mission, when external threats appear, the pod transforms into an impenetrable living fortress. Adult whales rapidly form the legendary Margarita formation, arranging themselves in a massive protective circle, facing inward together. Their enormous, powerful tails point outward like deadly battering rams, while vulnerable coves shelter safely at the center position. Each adult in this formation weighs over 40 tons, creating a living wall that even orcapods dare not test. A single tail strike from an adult sperm whale carries enough force to kill an orca with one devastating blow. For nearly 20 million years, sperm whales have maintained their absolute dominance over every deep ocean region on Earth. This ancient reign has etched a deep fear memory directly into the genetic code of countless marine species worldwide. Scientists call it evolutionary memory, a biological alarm system inherited across millions of generations of ocean-dwelling creatures beneath waves. Beaked whales perform extreme silent dive specifically to avoid the distinctive sound frequencies that sperm whales use when hunting. When orcas detect the rhythmic clicks of an adult male sperm whale, they immediately fall into complete radio silence. Many species have even altered their entire migration routes to deliberately avoid the deep-sea trenches where sperm whales hunt. When sperm whales float vertically under silver moonlight, they appear as gentle, motionless forms suspended in peaceful serenity together. But the entire ocean remembers what hides behind that quiet stillness, unmatched power that has endured for 20 million years. They broke every supposed rule of survival, massive yet agile, powerful yet intelligent, perfectly equipped for absolute deep-sea dominance. Next time you gaze at the open sea, remember that far beneath those waves, ancient rulers govern this blue world. And for them, the entire ocean maintains a deep and reverential silence that has lasted 20 million years and counting. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.